What if the most dangerous thing isn't anger, but the complete absence of feeling it? Not rage, not fear, not guilt, just nothing. That's something psychologists have studied for years, how some people can make harmful choices and yet show very little emotional reaction afterward. But before you judge that, think about this. Have you ever made a decision you later regretted, but still couldn't fully explain why you did it in the first place? That gap between action and emotion is where this entire topic begins. In psychology, researchers talk about emotional detachment, a condition where a person's brain doesn't fully connect actions with emotional consequences the same way most people do. It doesn't mean someone is born bad. It means something in their emotional development didn't form the usual way. Things like early trauma, neglect, or repeated exposure to unstable environments can sometimes change how empathy develops, not erase it, but weaken the connection. And when that connection is weak, consequences don't always feel real in the moment. But here's where it gets more complicated. Some individuals don't feel immediate guilt, not because they are proud of harm, but because their emotional system doesn't register the impact the same way. It's like watching a movie without sound. You see everything happening, but the emotional weight doesn't fully reach you. And from the outside, that can look cold, even shocking. But inside the human mind, it's often more confusing than people realize. Now, pause for a second, because this isn't just about extreme cases. This idea actually connects to everyday life. Have you ever said something in anger and only later realized how deeply it affected someone else? Or acted on impulse and felt delayed regret hours or even days later? That delay, even in small moments, shows how fragile emotional awareness can be. Psychologists don't study this topic to excuse behavior. They study it to understand how emotional awareness can break and how it can also be rebuilt. Because here's something important. Empathy is not just the feeling. It's a skill the brain strengthens through reflection, environment, and awareness. And the more we understand that, the more we understand ourselves too. So instead of asking, why do some people not feel guilt, a more powerful question might be, what builds or breaks our ability to feel the impact of our actions? Because the answer to that question doesn't just explain others, it helps us become more aware of ourselves. And here's the final thought to leave you with. Maybe the real difference between people isn't who feels nothing, but who takes a moment to reflect before nothing becomes a pattern, because awareness is where change begins.